Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, Assalamualaikum. I am Dr. Rifat Ayad, your soil microbiology teacher. You know, soil is a living entity and millions of microorganisms are present in a soil. Most of them are beneficial. So, it is necessary, it is need to isolate and characterize them, characterize those microbes, characterize those bacteria, characterize those fungi for different biotechnological products like biofertilizers, biopesticides, bioherbicides, etc. Today, through this video lectures, we will learn the isolation of bacteria from soil. As you already know that serial dilution plate techniques, also known as serial dilution, is used for isolation of bacteria from soil. After serial dilutions, the culture is incubated at incubator at 28 degrees centigrade for at least 72 hours. And after 72 hours, you will observe different colonies of bacteria. This is bacterial growth. These colonies indicate the bacterial growth. After this bacterial growth, you will place those Petri plates into the clean bench for further characterization, for further PGP, plant growth promoting characterization, for further agronomic trait characterization like for desolubilization activities of the bacteria, indole acid activities of the bacteria, production of siderophore, antibiotic, etc., or for further molecular analysis. Before start of the experiment, we must know the prerequisite requirements of this experiment. So firstly, I will tell you the basic requirement, the requirements needed for isolation of bacteria from soil. So within the soil microbiology, like I am standing here in the soil microbiology laboratory of Institute of Soil Science. So for isolation of microorganisms, we must need, for example, autoclave. This is autoclave. Then we must need clean bench. This is a clean bench. Autoclave is used for sterilizations of different glassware and different things. And this clean bench, this will provide sterile environment for culturing of the bacteria. This also have a UV light, and this UV light will provide sterile environment. After clean bench, we need incubators. This is the incubator, and this incubator is needed for incubation, for providing different temperature required for bacterial growth. Then we need this cold cabinet for longer storage. This cold cabinet provides, this is just like a refrigerator and provides 3 or 4 degrees centigrade, and this will use for longer storage of the culture. Along with these big equipment that is required for isolation of bacteria from soil, we also need some electronic balance. We will need magnetic stirrer along magnets. We also need test tubes. These are the test tubes. We will also need Petri plates. Both glass and pre-sterilized plastic Petri plates can be used for this experimentation. Pre-sterilized Petri plates can be purchased from the market. If not available, then we will use these glass Petri plates and then sterile them. We also need inoculating loops, inoculating needles or inoculating loops. We will also need, for example, this stirrer, this mixer. Then we will also need micropipettes and their tips. We also need, for example, this turntable. This is a turntable. we will also need like these inoculating loops. This is the parafilm. We will also need this parafilm to seal those battery plates. So these are some pre-requirements. So let's start this experiment. I will divide this experiment, that is isolation of bacteria from soil, into 3-4 different steps. The first step is media preparation. The second step is autoclaving. The third step is plate pouring. The fourth step will be the serial dilution and incubation. So for media preparation, we need media. Different kind of media is available in the market: agar media and brass media. In this experiment, we will use tryptic soya agar. This is tryptic soya agar. We will use this agar. This is a universal media, and it is to be believed that almost all kind of soil bacteria grow easily on this TSA, tryptic soya agar. So how we can make this media? For media preparation, usually 40 gram TSA per liter is recommended. That means we take 40 gram TSA, tryptic soya agar powder, from this bottle, and then we will weigh it using this weighing board and through this balance, and then we will add this 40 gram of media into a glass bottle, in this bottle, and we will put some water, for example 300 ml water, and mix it well in this vortex mixer along with magnetic stirrers. Then we will autoclave this media along with other things. So firstly, we will go for weighing of the media. So I just on this balance. This is the balance. This is a weighing board. Put this weighing board here, and then make it, make it 0. Then pour this media, tryptic soya agar, into this weighing board. We needed 40 gram for 1 liter, 20 grams for example for 500 gram. So I am weighing 20 gram. This is a 20 gram. This is 20 gram. So this powder, this TSA is enough for 500 gram for 500 liter water. As I already told you that 40 gram TSA is recommended for 1 liter. So pour this TSA powder into a glass bottle very carefully. Off it. Then we will need sterile water. Here is distilled water. Here is distilled water. Distilled water. You take distilled water. Firstly add few hundred ml. For example, by using this cylinder, this is 250 ml cylinder, so we will add 250 ml distilled water. This is 250 ml distilled water. We add it. Then we will mix it. This here, this is on it. This is magnetic stirrer. This will also provide heat. Here we have magnets. Put this magnet into that media, then on it. Here you see this is mixing start. We also provide some heat so that this mixing will be easy. After this mixing, when this media in water is completely mixed, then what we will do, we will add more water of 250 ml into it. This is 250 ml water added in the media. Pour it. Then fix the lid, tight with the lid, and now this is ready for autoclave, for sterilization, for autoclave. Fix it well with your hand as well, and now this is ready for sterilization. Along with this media, we also need to sterilize different other glassware needed for this experiment. For example, we will need to sterilize these glass petri plate. We need to sterilize these test tube. These test tube will be used for further for making serial dilution, and these test tubes, the media will pour into these test tube, and then bacteria will be cultured on these test tube. So usually these glassware will be wrapped in a parafilm. This is a parafilm. This is a parafilm. Usually these all things will be wrapped in this parafilm. If parafilm is not available, the costly item, you can also use, and it is also recommended, this newspaper can also be used for wrapping purposes. So we will wrap different, for example, petri plates needed into this paper. We will wrap them, these plates, this. We will tape them. And then this is ready to place in the autoclave. Similarly, these test tubes can be wrapped in, but one thing is important, that these test tube and the mouth of the test tube must be wrapped with aluminum foil, so that after sterilization to avoid any type of contamination after sterilization. So these test tube, after wrapping, after sealing their mouth with the, we can also wrap these test tube, for example, in aluminum foil. This aluminum foil is used, and this may be this aluminum foil is used. If aluminum foil is not available, as I already told you, we can also wrap them in a newspaper. So now the next step is autoclaving. This is autoclave present in the lab. Here is the autoclave. Here is the autoclave. So I open this autoclave. Now I will bring all those material that we want to autoclave. So this media. Here is the media. So now here is the media and petri plates and some test tubes. Even we can also inoculate, if not already sterilized, inoculating groups, then spreaders, then all the other material. So put these media bottles and these petri plates along with these test tubes into the autoclave. Close this autoclave Then on this autoclave, power on. This autoclave must be set at 120. The door is closed. The door must be closed before starting. This autoclave must be set at 121 degree centigrade for 20 minutes. Then we will start it. Put the start, then start it. This autoclave will need almost 2 to 3 hours to reaching at 121 degree centigrade, and then for further 20 minutes this will sterile all these things and this glassware and media. And after that, when the temperature of this autoclave dropped back at least at less than 80 degrees centigrade, at 70 or 60 degrees centigrade, then you are allowed to stop and open the door of this autoclave. So we will wait till further completion of the autoclave cycle. So after autoclaving, we will put all those atoms, all those sterile battery plates, all those media and all those test tubes into this laminar flow board. This is a laminar flow board, also called a clean band. So now we will go to collect those, and but now before operating, before when further experimentation and isolation of bacteria within this clean band, it is necessary to either sterile your hand with ethanol. Either sterile your hand with ethanol. You can just sterile your hands and even arms with ethanol. Or better if you have a disposable gloves. So better to wear disposable gloves to avoid any kind of contamination that is present in your fingers, in your hand. So it is better to use these disposable gloves. So after wearing these gloves, so if you have these disposable gloves, if you have not disposable gloves available with you, you can also sterile your arms and hands with ethanol, or even you can also use the simple spirit. So now we are going to check the autoclave. I think now the cycle, it is to be assumed that the cycle is complete. So first stop it. Temperature is less than 80 degrees centigrade. So now open it. Now open it, and actually now your glassware is hot. So better to use heat resistant gloves. I have at the time I haven't heat resistant gloves, so better to use. So these are not so hard. So I just take now like basket. So now I will take it out. Now the media is like in this shape. This is some hot. The media is hot. Also we take these battery plates. Now after autoclaving, directly place all these things under clean bench. This clean bench are also known as laminar flow hood. Place are here. These are already sterile. Now I sterile this. Now I just sterile this, but these are already these test tubes are already sterile. So we will use these sterile test tubes. Now The next step is, this is a media. The next step is plate pouring. Usually we will take these plates out. As I already told you earlier that pre-sterilized plastic plates can also be used. So we have here with us a pre-sterilized plastic plate as well. So these pre-sterilized, if you have these pre-sterilized plastic plates, you can also use. These plates are Nunk Petri plates. Nunk is the company, manufacturing company. So open these under green tank. Open this. This is our plastic plates. Pre-sterilized plastic plate. We can also use. We can use these sterilized glass tube. We can also use these plastic Petri plates. So now the next step is pouring. Open the lid of the Petri plate. This here. Now you open this. This is your media, autoclave sterilized media. Pour this like this in a Petri plates. Pour at least 33 to 35 mil in a plastic in a Petri plates, and then you place like this in the cream banks, and also you will also open the fan so that the external air cannot enter inside. Like this, you can also make you can make many plates. As I told you that 33 to 30 or at least 30 mil of this autoclave media is required to fill each Petri plates. That means for every 500 mil, 20 Petri plates we can very easily fill 20 Petri plates. Now these Petri plates are left here for at least 2 to 3 hours for solidification. After 2 to 3 hours, these Petri plates will be solidified, and here we have already solidified plates. These are the solidified plate. If you can open, this is the media inside this plate. So this these solidified plate now we will be used for further experimentation. So we will put here in one side, place them here. We will keep all other one side. Now the next step is serial dilution. Usually 5 to 7 dilutions are recommended. 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 to 7 dilutions are recommended. Saline solution is recommended for making this serial dilution. I have a buffer saline solution. I have a pellet of phosphate buffer saline solution. These are the pellets phosphate buffer saline solution. This PBS solution can be used and is recommended worldwide for making serial dilution. So, and I have this PBS here, but the concentration is 1x. If PBS is not available, you can use any serial dilution. You may use any kind of saline solution. So I just take this dispenser, and now I dispense 10 ml in each test tube. 10 ml in each test tube. 5 ml, 10 ml. 1, 2, 3. Carefully add. by using dispenser. You may also use, you can also use piper. You can also piper. You can also use even cylinder like this mini cylinder of 10 mil. You can also use this cylinder, and you will first measure PBS by using this cylinder. If you have not this vortex, if you have not dispenser, then you can use this simple cylinder. Even you can also use different sizes pipers, and you can piper 10 ml. After this, the next step is labeling. Now you will label the test tube. For example, this will be serial dilution number 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We made 7 different dilutions. In each test tube, we take 7 test tubes, pre-sterilized glass test tube. In each test tube, we added 10 ml PBS solution, phosphate buffer saline solution with the 1x concentration. Usually 10x concentration is available in the market, but for dilution we made 1x, we will use 1x concentration. So now the next step is culture, start isolation. Now we need sample, soil sample. This is, I have a soil sample here. We have, I think we have some soil sample. For example, these are soil samples. This is a soil sample. So what the next step is? The next step is you just usually recommended that you weigh. It's okay. This is we will use this soil. It is recommended to weigh 1 gram of soil. So if you are a beginner, then you again take this weighing board, and maybe you will take some transparent paper and place it there, and then you will weigh the 1 gram soil. But with the experience, maybe you can just take spatula and you add some soil. It's just around 1 gram of soil, and you just place it in test tube number 1. Very careful. Here, now we added soil into the test tube number 1, serial dilution number 1. So after this we need to mix it very well by using this vortex mixer. So we mix it very well, place it here, and we start. After thoroughly mixing, we place it here. Then the next step is we will piper 1 gram of, we will piper 1 ml. We will piper 1 ml from this solution and just pour it, add it into the tube 2. And then again we vortex it and completely mix. The next step is completely mix tube number, dilution number 2. Similarly, we will take 1 ml from 2 and add it into dilution plate 3, and then mix it well using vortex mixer, and again, and so on and so on. Again, take 1 ml from 3 and add it into 4, and then mix it well. So now here we prepared 7 different dilutions. So the next step is plate pouring. Now these Petri plates are solidified. We have already solidified Petri plates. The next step is, this is a turntable. This is a turntable. These are put the Petri plates into this turntable.